peeps, so I am out here waiting for my grandpa in the car while he's at the bank, because for some reason he sometimes needs to drag me along, even though I really don't feel like it at all. Anyhow, so I decided to just make another video here while I wait, because why not? Yeah. Also, Alex says hi, like always. I'm wearing my Ace ring today because guess what? I am making an Ace meme reacting video today. Cause I happen to be part of the Ace community, and I am actually wearing my sleeping shirt that has an Ace sleeping panda on it. So, yeah. Let's get started. Okay. Sex ed teachers. One day, all of you are going to have sexual thoughts and urges related to other people. Lol, don't be shy. It happens to all of us. Teens who grew up and realized that they were asexual all along. So, that was a fucking lie. Yeah. I really think that sexuality's aromantic included. Asexual definitely included. I think sexualities and gender identities should definitely be a part of sex ed, because a lot of students would feel a lot more comfortable with themselves, especially if they're in a period of possibly questioning themselves. And I mean, I had this experience when I was in sex ed. I always cringed when we had to have those parts of the lessons and stuff in biology. I always cringed because I didn't want to hear about it. But I also felt quite broken for a period of time in high school because I thought the fact that I wasn't sexually attracted to people, I thought there was something wrong with me. And if I had learned about asexuality in sex ed, I would have felt a lot more comfortable, because I would have known earlier on. I mean, I did discover the term in high school. It's just, if I'd known it earlier on, I wouldn't have needed to go through those feelings of feeling broken and feeling like there was something wrong with me. Cause, ooh, I like this one. Lots of ace puns. Ace hardware. I honestly love the person that created this, because so many puns. I like puns. Ace hardware. No screwing, just lots of screws. Ace hardware. Nail your roof, not your partner. Ace hardware. For when it really is just a hammer in your pocket. Yeah. One of my friends wanted to see a Photoshop. Photomanip. I don't know if I'm reading that right, but anyhow, of the Ace hardware logo in Ace flag colors. And then I thought of these terrible puns, so here you go. At first I wasn't going to reblog this, but then I saw it again and just started laughing. My two favorite things, asexuality and puns. Agreed. Asexuality and puns. Such a good mix. Yes. And those puns are literally the best. I need more asexual puns. Those are the best indeed. Ace hardware. Lube for your motor, not your junk. Ace hardware. Erecting buildings, not your penis. Ace hardware. Where nuts aren't genitalia. Ace hardware. The hammer is not our penis. It's just a hammer. Ace hardware. Where muff is short for muffler. Ace hardware. Yes, that is a hammer, but we're still happy to see you. Ace hardware. You can get off in our repellent aisle. It is lovely when people come up with such creativity. I love people for it. I really, really do. Asexuals. what sexuality thinks I do, what my mom thinks I do. Yeah. I'm just gonna read it first and then. Sex is so scary. What my friends think I do. What other people think I do. What I think I do. What I really do. What society thinks I do. Yeah, I think at some point, and I think still sometimes, it's a bit of a running gag that people basically think asexual people just, like, kind of reproduce themselves, kind of like snails, or mitosis. I'm not sure what the term is exactly. I do know it. It's and celibacy. What my mom thinks I do. I think this might have been my mom's thoughts at some stage when I was younger, and I was like, when I was still in high school, and I literally just randomly mentioned to my mom, like, well, mom, so I don't want to have sex with people at all. I have no desire for it. And she was like, that's good. And I'm pretty sure she thought about it in terms of, like, I don't have raging hormones, or I don't want to make bad decisions like that, or I don't want to get into those types of... I think she was basically just thinking I was being responsible or something like that, but what I literally meant is I have no fucking sexual feelings for anyone. We even had a discussion about this, like, much later on. I think it was earlier this year. Yes, it was earlier this year when I went to Grooteskier, the hospital in Cape Town, to go for my tea and stuff, to, like, get apply for testosterone injections. And my mom was asking me stuff like, but after I get surgeries and stuff like that, or basically if I were to have a partner, how would that work? And I was like, well, mom, I'm asexual. I don't have sexual feelings for anyone, so I could have a non-romantic partner for all I care. The only thing I need from a partner is emotional support and cuddles. And my mom was just like, cuddles are important. And I was like, see, you get it. There you go. Yeah, I just don't see coitus, sexual things, as part of a relationship for me. Nah. I don't have those types of feelings, and quite frankly, if I don't have those feelings, I honestly don't see the need to act on it in any way. I mean, how could I act on something that isn't even fucking there? So, yeah. What my friends think I do... No, honestly, most of my friends pretty much just accepted that. I mean, there were some people that were like, hmm. Like, they were a little confused or something. What other people think I do? Virgin. Well, I am a virgin, so it's... They're not half wrong. um... Yeah, but that's not entirely what it's about. I plainly just don't want to act... I don't want to be a part of any sexual acts. It's just the way it is. So... I don't know how else to say it. What I think I do? Sex, not my thing. What I really do. Uh, yeah, I do have a cake meme somewhere in here. I'm sure I had one. I'm sure I do have one, and if it isn't here, it's probably going to be in the next video. But I do have kind of a sweet tooth for a lot of things. So, not really lying, I would go in the cupboard and check for some cookies. Kind of accurate, so yeah. Only 1% of the population is asexual. 7 billion is basically what the 1% is. Don't speak to me or my 70 billion friends ever again. Agreed. Agreed. Yeah, I guess a lot of people think there aren't a lot of asexual people around, but I'm pretty sure there are a hell of a lot more than people think. Yeah, I mean 70 billion. Oh, sorry, I am reading this wrong. 70 million. I don't know about you, but 70 million sounds like a hell of a lot of fucking people to me. So, there are plenty of asexuals out there. How so? Every other guy is like sex, 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 sex. And you're like, books. Books can't give you gonorrhea. It's an easy choice there. Oh my god. The worst they can do is give you paper cuts and a bad plot. True facts, man. True. True. That is true, though. I don't know if this was necessarily meant to be an ace meme, but I just I just couldn't help but agree, because it is true. You can get paper cuts and a bad plot, but you're not going to get any STDs or anything from books. From people? Yes. From books? Nah. Books aren't gonna. No. Okay. Oh, and this is one of my favorites. This is what I like to use in arguments against people who ask this question. I love it. How can you know you're asexual if you haven't tried sex? How do you know you won't like hugging a cactus if you haven't tried it? Go on. Hug a cactus. Maybe you'll like it. Go hug a fucking cactus. Yeah. I do like this a lot because, I mean, like like, how can they still argue with you if you make a good point like that? Yes, there are still very fucking stubborn people who will still keep arguing with you because they are bigots and assholes. Things asexual people commonly hear. You'll feel sexual attraction one day. I've heard that. You just haven't met the right person yet. Heard it. So does that mean you can't fall in love? Heard it. How do you know if you haven't tried it? Heard it. You're too young to know for sure. I've heard it. I've heard those things. Believe me, yes. Hey, I have heard those things. And now it's time for shit asexual people here. Right. You do realize asexuality doesn't exist, right? Everyone wants sex. Not true. Have you thought about seeing a therapist about that? Okay, so the first one I have heard. The second one, sort of. It's like someone thought I'd been through something traumatic, but I haven't. Could change that. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've heard that from people on social media. It's like someone would randomly approach me without reading my bloody profile, where I clearly state that I'm asexual and sex repulsed. A person would approach me on like Instagram. Nah, Instagram is basically usually the place where it happens. And then they'd be like, I could change that. You're just going through a phase. I could change your mind. And I'm like, screw you. It's not gonna change. Goodbye. I hope you die. I hope you run off a cliff. Okay, those are more my inner my inner thoughts. I don't physically send that to them, although I probably should. Oh, wait. You're like algae, right? Huh. Oh, you're an alien. Dude, what's that like? Okay, that's not one I've heard before. Sure, people say sex is great, but, like, have you ever put on a sweater straight out of the dryer? Yes, I have. It is wonderful. Or perhaps tried garlic breadsticks. I haven't had garlic breadsticks before, but I have had garlic sticks. No, no. Correction, I have had garlic bread before. I've tried both of those, sort of both of those things, and I can definitely confirm in my mind it is way better. Yes, I thoroughly enjoy being a genetic dead end. Thank you for asking. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely no one can use the excuse of the. But what if your parents want grandkids? Never ever assume asexuals have it easy. Asexuality is growing up under under the assumption you are a late bloomer, and then the assumption you are broken. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. Asexuality is learning the word and still being afraid to define yourself as asexual, because how can you say you don't feel something you don't even understand? Yeah. Asexuality is coming out to people and having them laugh and tell you, when you find the one. Asexuality is trying to enter spaces that promise acceptance, but being told, but you're straight. Asexuality is trying to enter a relationship worried that if you tell them they won't give you a chance, and worried if you don't, you're just leading them on. Yeah. Asexuality is living in a culture that finds sex so vital, half the world revolves around it and never understanding. Asexuality is being told you have it easy. So often you doubt any of your problems are real. So no, it's not easy. Yeah. I have had friends tell me that you're lucky that you're ace. You don't have to deal with these problems. And on one hand, I can see, I guess, what they mean. Like, um, I don't have sexual thoughts and stuff like that on my brain at all. So that type of thing doesn't take up any time from me. I focus on many other things. And okay, so in that aspect, I can understand why they say I have it lucky, because I don't experience horniness and stuff like that. So, yeah. But on the other hand, when you aren't ace, it feels like it's a lot easier to find a relationship where you're going to be accepted. Pros to dating an asexual: you know they're not in it for your body. Cons to dating an asexual: they may be in it for your pets. This is true. I can also confirm this is true. I love pets. I am a bit scared of huge dogs, but if you have, like, sheepdogs, if you have cats, if you have, like, pets in general, apart from big dogs. Okay, maybe some big dogs, if I realize that they're not gonna. It's, if they're not gonna, like, tackle me or something like that, it would be fine. But yeah, I do love pets, so I confirm. Okay, apologies, y'all. I needed to stop the video for a while because Gramps needed to come get something from the car. Like I said, I'm waiting for him in the car while he's at the bank. But Yeah, it's also raining. I don't know if you can necessarily see properly against the window. I'm sure you can see the droplets. It is raining every now and then, and I have to say I love this type of weather. In case I haven't mentioned this before, I love rainy weather. Next one, me. A simple asexual trying to live my life. Society's obsession with sex. Yes. Yes, that is definitely what it feels like. A loud trumpet in the ears. That is a very, very good representation of it. Yes. On another one of these. Oh, and I had to include this one. Y'all aces who have been a part of the community for a while, you'll know why. You know why. You know why I had to include this. This is a fucking classic. Romance and love and sex are a part of human nature. Asexuals and aromantic look at each other. Gods? Gods. Mighty and powerful gods. I mean, come on. Y'all know why. Y'all know why. If they're gonna compare things like that to human nature, they're basically saying we are gods. So come on. Ah, I'd rather be eating cake. Yes, cake is better than sex. Definitely agreed. Yes. Use that excuse of like, what if your parents want grandkids? Stuff like that. Yeah. My parents probably. I want grandchildren. Would you deprive me of that experience? Me. Yes. I have already made it very clear to my parents that I am not having kids. I have made it very clear that I prefer pets above kids. When I told my mom that I do not want to have kids and I would much rather prefer to have pets and the pets can be your grandchildren, she was like, that is fine. Because quite frankly, my mom loves pets. She loves animals, so I don't think she really minds. Oh, you're asexual? I bet you just want attention. You're damn right I want attention. I want attention so that every teenager who's not interested in sex doesn't feel like they're broken. Yes. I want attention so that every asexual with an allosexual spouse doesn't feel like they're being unfair for not wanting sex. Yes. I want attention so that every asexual who's repulsed by or indifferent to sex doesn't think they're the problem. I want attention so that asexuals don't get pushed out of the LGBTQ plus safe spaces for being basically straight. I'm not basically straight. I am biromantic asexual, thank you very much. So I'm not straight either. I want attention so that asexuals who come out to their healthcare providers don't get told they need to get their hormone levels checked. Yes. I agree. Yes, us asexuals do want attention because we want representation. We want people to realize that we're not broken. We are not broken. We're a little different, but definitely not fucking broken. How we feel is absolutely natural. And I have arguments for anyone in the comments who want to try and tell me that it is not natural to be ace. I challenge you to try and argue with me. I have many, many comebacks. So, just a warning there. Who wears the pants in the relationship? Well, I'm asexual, so hopefully both of us. Yeah, yeah, agreed. Asexual people problems. I'll take that as a challenge. Yeah, like I've said, this has happened to me on social platforms before. Movies be so fine, then boom! Unnecessary sex scene. this does happen. I have these moments where I basically just put on a random movie to see if it's interesting. If I can't find anything that appeals, I just put on a random movie. I'm referring to switching the channels now. I'm not referring to putting a DVD in or a tape or something like that. So then I'm watching it and it's alright. And the next moment, the people start kissing and making out and taking their clothes off, and if my grandpa is watching too, he'll complain if I switch over the channel. Sometimes I just switch over the channel, telling an asexual that they just haven't met the right person yet, because they have to be sexually attracted to someone. It's like telling someone who's allergic to cats that they just haven't met the right cat yet, because they have to not be allergic to one cat. It's literally that ridiculous. I don't think this one even needs any explanation or comment, because, I mean, this is perfect in itself. The asexual agenda. Cuddle time, eat cake, world domination. This is a very accurate asexual agenda. I love cuddles. I literally made me a cuddle buddy. Oh, that's right. I haven't actually talked about Frankie on here. I literally made me, like, a doll that's basically supposed to be something to cuddle with. They identify as they, them, and they're panromantic. I will definitely show them on the channel at some point. World domination. I don't know if my ace villain arc is just there yet. I don't know if I'm quite there yet. Maybe at some point I will be ready for world domination, but I don't think I'm at that level yet. Maybe one day. So, okay. This is the last one. The other day, I was trying to explain what LGBTQ+ stood for, and the sexualities and stuff like that, to this girl, and she's one of those people who accepts a gay person as a person, but hates the fact that they're gay. Ugh. One of those people. Okay. Anyways, when I told her about asexual, she refused to believe that it was a thing, saying that human is made in the image of God. You can't just not feel any sexual urges. And I kid you not, I almost fell out of my chair and looked her in the eye and said, "Do you think God experiences sexual desire?" OP, what happened next? She looked at me and went, "Well, that's not the same." And I just kind of looked at her and was like, "That's literally the comparison you just made." And she just sat there for a solid 3 minutes, saying nothing. Okay. I don't entirely know how to react to this. Because, like, I've more come across people being like, well, only God. It's like if you try and make an argument of like God can be very sexual or stuff like that, and people are like, no, God is not sexual, and then you're like, so basically what you're saying is people that don't feel attraction are gods, and then they're gonna start arguing, but like, no, that is not what I meant, and you're like, but you literally just, like, do you not realize what you said a while ago? But yeah, those are all the asexual memes I had for now. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm gonna continue enjoying this lovely weather. I might actually. It is past 12 now. Not exactly past 12, but it's more like 13 minutes till 1. And I'm gonna try and see if I can convince Gramps to let us buy a garlic bread again. Because I, as an ace, happen to fucking love garlic bread. And, I mean, it's way past 12 anyways, so we're gonna need to get something to eat, so. Uh, yeah. See you guys in the next video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Alex says goodbye. Peace out. No, wait, that sounds wrong. I don't say peace out. Bye, peeps.